Welcome back, Media Junkies.
Hello.
Hi. You guys can. Oh wait, it's over there. Okay.
Oh yeah.
Hello.
I forgot. You guys can see us.
Good to see you too.
Finally.
Yeah, that's actually crazy.
We can't see you. Don't worry.
Yeah. I'm looking straight through the webcam. I can
Yeah.
see each and every one of you.
Yeah. Hunter's in your
Yes.
walls.
Hunter is in the walls.
So it's been.
This was actually an easy process.
We
Yeah.
were like, oh, it's gonna be. We're gonna be so frustrated. It's gonna take a half hour. And then also was like, okay, got it. Okay, got it. Okay, got it. Everything's away. And then we figured it out.
Well,
Oh yeah, yeah.
yeah.
Knock on wood.
Pray, because usually it's in the editing process that I realize something is wrong.
Oh yeah.
But we did do all the tests necessary.
Mm-hmm.
Everything looks like it's going good.
Oh.
We're not using Luke's GoPro. We're
Just
using a webcam.
Yeah, I didn't charge it.
Yeah.
I forgot to plug it in, so it's.
But
dead.
in the future, if you want, what we can do
Yeah.
is we can keep the webcam and then we can
Have
use
another
a
angle.
second angle as well if
Or-
we need it.
Or we could do an episode with this, and if that's charged next time, we can do an episode with that.
True.
See what people like better. We can
True.
do
Oh, that
like-
is
do like
true,
a
yeah.
poll.
You guys could
We'll
let us
have a
know.
poll in the
Yeah.
comments. Yeah.
Because originally I liked the idea of a webcam better because it could just sit on my laptop,
Mm-hmm.
but it's not actually able to do that anyway. So it's like
Yeah.
whichever
Right.
people think looks better and is better is what we can go with.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That makes sense. Yeah.
So, but let me stop talking because I'm not the host of today's episode.
It's
Let's
Luke.
explain that. Whoever's sitting in the middle chair every episode is the host of the
Mhm.
Yes,
episode.
sir.
Forever and
Oh,
always.
by the way, I'm Luke.
I'm Austin.
And I'm Hunter.
That's what this
In case you guys
yeah.
didn't know,
In
because
case
Yeah.
you
ne-
ever mixed up our voices.
yeah,
we sound very similar, actually.
I don't know, yeah. I think you and Hunter kind of sound a little bit similar.
Really?
A little bit.
I guess so.
I can do that now. It's so funny because while we're recording, I'm like pointing at somebody. I'm like, oh yeah, you know what I mean,
I know.
but no one will know who I'm pointing
Exactly.
Like this
Now
just
they do.
elevates
I know.
our storytelling
to. I
so
know,
much.
our mannerisms and
Yeah.
everything.
Okay.
Okay, yeah. So I have quite a bit of small talk because it has been 2 weeks since we last recorded, and it's been about 1 week since we've seen each other.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So
It's been a while.
Yeah.
first off, I have new glasses.
Nice glasses.
I need to get new glasses. Mine keep falling off my face every time I look down. I'm like, except for
Yeah.
right now, it's like
Yeah.
headphones.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Why don't we start with your thing?
Okay, so
It's like my favorite.
I'll show this, and you guys will see this probably like right now. But so for context of what happened, me and Luke and
Yeah.
I had an interview to do for a project, which might actually end up on our channel. Not sure yet.
Ooh.
Yes.
But I had to interview him about conspiracy theories, and we did it in the patio room, which is actually above this.
Mm-hmm.
And the reason we did it up there is because the conference room was unavailable. But since it's closed for the season, the patio, we had to move all of the furniture out of the way. So I was able to get the security footage of two bozos moving, as you guys can see.
Yeah. I haven't
Um,
watched this in a while. It's so silly.
yeah, it's just like I don't.
Yeah.
Also the fact that
So here's a little bit of
point.
developer commentary over this. Also, this is not the same day. I just happen to be wearing the same sweater.
Yeah,
that I
it's-
was.
Yeah,
Um.
this was like a week ago or something.
Yeah. We got this table stuck. I think 3 or 4 times throughout the entire
Yeah.
process.
Yeah, it was.
And I just like kept trying to figure out how to get it unstuck, and it just would get more stuck.
Yeah,
And you even see every now and then I'm like, ugh.
yeah.
he even
like-
says hi to the camera.
Yeah, I do. I wave at the camera. I'm like, are you enjoying the show?
But
are you enjoying the show?
I think this is perfect because now that we have video, we can finally show stuff like that.
Yeah.
Mm.
Which I guess I could have always anyway, but it's better now.
It's different
Yeah.
now that you've like seen us
Yeah.
first. here.
Exactly, yeah.
But
Yeah.
we have to keep in mind that not everybody is going to watch the video as well.
That is true.
True.
Yes, there will be some
Because-
audio listeners.
Yeah.
I actually think most people I've talked to have been like, well, I listen to it in my car, so I won't be able to like listen to it. But maybe like
Yeah.
go watch. Like I'm definitely gonna want to watch it.
Yeah.
That's really
Mhm.
cool. I've never been able to watch myself back like this, like
Yeah.
on the internet.
Because that's what a lot of podcasts, not naming any names, but I think that's where a lot of them, I don't particularly like how they do it. They kind of focus more on the video than the audio.
And then it becomes a YouTube video.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's not as much a podcast anymore.
Yeah, it's
so-
like stuff where like
Mhm.
I can't even just like listen to it while I'm driving because it's like,
yeah,
man, I kind of want to see what's going on.
yeah.
But
Because a podcast is supposed to be you're talking,
Mhm.
you know,
Yeah.
having conversation and that kind of thing.
yeah.
I think on Spotify you can do video.
Yeah. So are we gonna do Spotify and YouTube video or just YouTube video?
Both of them.
Both.
Okay.
It's all
Sweet.
it's all gonna be in this
Mhm.
same file.
Great.
Ooh. So the only people that can't see us is people that are driving in the car. Obviously,
Yeah.
if you're driving and you're listening to a podcast, do not be
Yeah.
watching the
Yes.
video.
Don't do that, okay? That's
Don't
dangerous.
do that.
Well, I can attest that it's impossible to do that while you're driving.
Yeah, well, I mean,
There's
that
some
is
people
true,
that
but if
Unless
you
watching
try,
unless you're actually on your phone and you
That's-
switch
yeah.
the modes, then you
that's
can.
what I'm meaning.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah,
don't
yeah.
be doing that.
That's just
yeah,
texting and driving at that point.
not gonna end well for you.
Yeah.
or anyone
um,
else.
Yeah, and on the road.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're all going to die.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I don't know about
Alright,
that.
I have a few more little bits of small
Yeah,
talk.
yeah, that's what you got.
I am addicted to Candy Crush.
Of course you are.
Yeah, I noticed you playing it.
Yeah, and
You're like,
I
you're
got
like
it
an
as a
old
joke.
lady.
To be like, oh look, I'm playing Candy Crush, haha. And now I can't stop playing
You're
it.
like an old
I'm
lady.
embarrassed about it for sure, but
You are like an old
I
lady.
am like an old man. But it's
Old lady.
Old lady.
They've perfected the formula. Like, there's no way they can make that game better because it's perfect.
What do you mean? You just go, you match like candy.
I
Like,
know.
like, how can you even improve on
The
that?
prob-
That's the beauty of it.
the
It's
problem-
already perfect.
the
It's
problem-
not perfect. It's
Wait,
just
wait.
there's nothing to do with it.
The problem I have with those games though is that eventually it gets to the point where you have to like pay for like
Not-
Yeah.
Not Candy Crush.
Really?
That's the one because the
Not
only thing
yet,
you
at
have to
least.
pay for is if you're bad at the game.
oh
Ah.
And it's like even like the hardest levels, I just like have spent a whole day trying to beat them, and then I beat them. It's
Well,
not
okay.
like I'm stuck on
we're
them for a
we're
while.
doing recent recs now.
This is not a
Um,
recent rec. Do not play
no,
Candy
No,
Crush.
I have a recent rec actually.
Mhm.
This I forgot about this. I've been playing this game
Oh.
nonstop since I started
Okay,
playing
Ooh.
interesting. Go
it.
on.
It is called Lies of P.
Oh, that's the it's Pinocchio one.
Yeah,
Or-
it's
yeah.
basically Pinocchio Dark Souls.
Yeah.
I can attest right here and now. I will die on this hill, and I'm only probably 30% into the game.
Uh-huh.
This Souls-like game is better than all of the From Software games combined.
Whoa.
Mm.
It is a genuine
In All of the
masterpiece.
From Software games.
All
The
of them?
official games.
Wow.
You
Love
have
it.
to play it to
I mean-
understand.
Yeah, I've
This-
seen like people play it.
This
I haven't even heard of this.
this game, like it adds like not only is it just like it captures that like Dark Souls feeling that I love, and it's just like a really like probably just the best Souls like out there.
Yeah.
It also adds so many like different elements to gameplay that like I am so surprised From Software didn't think of it first.
Yeah.
Like like so far anyway, everything about it is so perfect. Like I said, I'm only like 30% in, so maybe I'll fall out of the honeymoon phase eventually.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
it's just a masterpiece of a game.
That's very interesting.
It's very, very good. I recommend
That's
that
cool,
to everybody.
Yeah. I'll check that one out. Yeah.
Literally last night it was a problem. Like I was like
Yeah.
I could not stop playing, and it was getting late, and I was like
That's kind of funny.
yeah. So it was it's so good.
Yeah.
I haven't actually seen Pinocchio yet. It's like
Oh,
Pinocchio.
really? I
it's-
had in my head that
I
you were
don't- I
playing
don't-
as Pinocchio.
I don't know if he's even in the game, but it's like in the styled
I think
like Pinocchio.
Because that world is very dark.
and there's like puppets and stuff, and
Yeah.
I
like
think you're supposed to be Pinocchio.
you might not.
Pinocchio.
Pinocchio. Yeah. I think you're supposed to be Pinocchio.
I feel like Luke would be more afraid of it because the puppets are kind of mannequin-y.
Oh, really? Oh.
Yeah, and they
Oh.
kind of like stumble around.
Did we
and
talk about that on the
Pinocchio's a
podcast?
real boy. Yeah, I think we did.
we did at one
I don't think we
point.
talked about the mannequin thing, but
Yeah, I thought we
Luke's
did.
afraid of mannequins.
Yeah, Luke is terrified of mannequins.
yeah, I don't like mannequins very much at all. That's interesting. Lies of P, I'll check. See, when you explained it to me, I had in my head that you were Pinocchio and you're using your nose as a weapon to kill people.
That would
I
be
think
funny.
you are. You're just finally a real boy.
Yeah,
know?
right.
Oh, maybe that's a twist at the end.
No, maybe,
That
but
could
so far you are an actual puppet, but you're like a special kind of puppet or something.
Yeah, so
That-
that could be. I
you have
don't
to
know.
like it has like a bunch of choices where the lies of P comes from.
Yeah.
It's like you have to
Oh yeah,
you
can
have to
tell
like lie to like you can choose to either tell the truth or lie.
Oh, interesting.
And that kind of
Huh,
changes
that's
what
very
happens.
unique. I
I
like that a
think
lot.
that might be why it's the Pinocchio's because of lying.
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah.
Lies of P.
I'm hoping he's like the final boss or something.
That would be sick.
I have a feeling he might not be in the game though. I don't know.
Oh well.
But yeah, that's my small talk.
Mhm.
You got anything, Hunter?
No.
I actually have one more
Well,
thing.
In Sekiro, yeah, it's like it's
Mhm.
basically from Soft.
Yeah,
in Sekiro,
it
you
is
play
from
as
Soft.
when you're Sekiro or when you play Sekiro, the shadows die twice.
Mm.
You're Sekiro, so it could be Lies of P. You are Pinocchio. That's why I'm thinking.
Yeah.
It could be.
Mm.
Possibly.
I have two more. I have one little thing and one kind of big thing. My little thing is I just saw this literally an hour ago before I came here on YouTube. I was scrolling through recommended, and it just popped up something new to you, and it was like red, green, or blue. Pick one. And so I picked one, and it changed all the thumbnails to ones that like were that color, or like primarily that color. So like you pick green, and then all the thumbnails are like all the ones that have green, like primarily green in the thumbnail.
That's
that is
weird.
insane.
That is weird.
Like, why do they do? I feel like YouTube just does whatever it wants now. Like,
Yeah.
that's kind of silly.
They're just like playing around with their algorithm.
Yeah,
now.
yeah.
They go, hey, we're gonna get rid of dislikes, so we're gonna
Yeah.
screw you over, and then hey, funny color,
Yeah.
funny colors do funny thing.
Look at blue.
Press on color, you get this color.
Yeah. But what I liked is I could, like, if I was in a Markiplier mood, I would just pick red, and then most of what came up was Markiplier.
Ah,
But
that makes
I don't like
sense.
there isn't much of a practical use for that. I feel like
No.
nobody's
Because
gonna
you
be like,
think-
"You know what, I'll go watch some red videos right
Yeah.
now."
You think YouTube cares?
No,
Probably
they don't.
not. No.
No.
They.
I also
do
like
not.
how YouTube themselves just will comment on random videos.
They
Yeah.
will?
Yeah, and it's always like cringy. And
Like,
with,
what-
like,
what do they
whoa,
say?
I can't think of any like specific.
so hard.
Yeah, it's stuff like that. It's like,
Yeah.
wow, this is a fire track. It's like,
Oh,
YouTube,
God.
why are you here?
This
Yeah.
is fire, dog.
Yeah. I just want to mention how Hunter is kind of in the shadows on the webcam.
Yeah, he's like Batman.
Yeah, it's okay. I don't think he
I am
minds.
Batman.
He's also the one in all black, so.
Yeah.
Yes.
No, you gotta do it like this, thumb like that.
Oh, like this.
I have a weird thumb.
You guys can see this. It's
Mi-
so
mi-
Yeah.
cool.
Mine is hooked.
Oh. Oh god.
Yeah.
You
Oh, I
freak.
can show this off too. After this video, I can twist my arm all the way.
Oh, I
around.
hate you. I hate you.
It's so gross.
I'm kidding. I already know you
All
can
right,
do that.
and I have one more. This is the big announcement. This is just for me.
Oh, big
I mean, This doesn't
announcement.
like affect you guys at all, but this is just.
Aw.
I declared a month ago, or no, probably like a few. Probably no, it was like our first episode. That Breath of the Wild was no longer my favorite video game of all time.
Mhm.
Oh, I am.
I think I've found a game that defines me, that I am completely enamored in, and like just I feel like I would love to like not stop talking about this game forever.
Mhm.
I think I firmly decided that my new favorite video game of all time, or I guess series, but really my new favorite video game of all time is Phoenix Wright.
I knew it. I literally knew it. I was looking at you. I swear to God.
He was waiting the whole
Yeah, I
time.
know. And this
Phoenix, right?
This is a big jump because it's something that I never opened up in myself. 'Cause that game is
Objection.
all dialogue.
Mhm.
There's barely any gameplay.
Yeah.
But no game has given me the same rush that game gives me whenever I point out an objection or
I need to
contradiction.
check this game out because that's
Yeah,
Wow, that's
and I
cool.
know that's a big thing to say, and it's not like I'm off the high of it because I've been playing it I've been playing it since Christmas.
Mm-hmm.
So it's been a while, and I fell out of it and came back into it recently, and I'm still so into it. All the characters are so defined, and they have such unique traits, and they're all just so interesting. And the music is incredible, and it's all orchestrated so perfectly. The fan base is all respectful of each other. There's no because most fan bases there's all this arguing and disagreement, and ironically in the game about a lawyer, there's like not much disagreement or arguing.
Yeah.
Everyone is like, yeah, this is what we like about it. This is the parts we don't like about it. And everyone's like, yeah, that's it. And so there's not like this big tension. I can't feel bad about liking something or not liking something. It's just a game that I wish I could have discovered sooner in my life because I want to be able to have it forever. It's not a game that you can really replay very often.
Yeah.
Because again, it's like reading a book pretty much.
Yeah.
It's a visual novel.
okay.
But it just my personality I feel like is so in line with this game. Like just it's very dramatic and over the top. But every character is very bouncy and goofy and silly and interesting.
Yeah.
And everyone has this deep backstory and lore that you find out through trials, and it's just so good.
Yeah.
I would highly recommend it to
I
anybody.
really do need to check it out. Is it just on Switch?
Well, the trilogy's on Switch, and 3DS. I don't know about. I don't think it's on Steam because it's a Capcom game.
Okay. Well,
But
I'll
yeah,
check it out
I
then.
mean, yeah, and even if like you come into my house, you play the first case, it takes like 30 minutes. The first one does.
Okay.
And you can just see how intense and exciting it is.
Mm.
It's just such a unique experience. It's one that I'll never get from another game. I don't think. I think because it's in its own category of game for me.
Yeah.
That I feel like there's just nothing else that will match that level of excitement for me. You know.
Right.
So yeah, that's a big announcement.
Preach, brother. Preach.
Yeah.
I was kind of hoping it'd be like $1 million or something.
I also have $1 million, but
No, you don't.
that you're giving to us.
no, I made that up.
What?
I just
You
made that
liar.
up. Sorry.
No, I think it
Um,
was really funny because I was looking through my themes for my modded 3DS, and he sees Phoenix Wright, and he goes, "Phoenix Wright?" I'm like, "You have Phoenix Wright?" No, I do not have Phoenix
Oh
Wright.
God.
Yeah. Okay. So what are we gonna do the actual episode now? Now that all that small talk is out of the way.
Stupid little
Yeah.
small talk.
I'm actually very hyped for this episode.
Yeah,
This is a cool.
This one has actually been quite a long guys in the making, and I'm sure that some of you know what this episode is. Because what I did was I went around and asked a bunch of people around at school. I texted people, what are your most interesting, discussion questions, topics for us to talk about on the podcast? And everybody was so excited for this. And so what I did was I compiled a bunch of them and told them that if they submitted one, they'd get a shout out. On the
Okay.
podcast.
Ooh.
This is
And so
nice.
this makes
One's
people
even for
very
my
excited.
grandma.
I got some really, really good topics, some really funny and interesting questions, and I'm really excited for this episode. And it's also just the first video episode, so there's more than
What
just
is this
that.
episode called?
Oh, yeah.
What?
So welcome to Luke's Mish-Mash Extravaganza.
What?
go.
I was going to call it that anyway, regardless of whatever I decided for the episode, but...
I did not name it, so why it's named that, I don't know.
He didn't know what an extravaganza was.
I still don't.
I
Did
had
you
to
explain it to
to
me?
him. Yeah, it's like a big party, like a big celebration. And a mishmash is, what a mishmash
Like
is.
all mishmashed.
Yeah, so it's like a big party.
Like mashed potatoes.
I hate mashed potatoes.
I also hate
We
mashed
know.
potatoes.
We talked
We
about
all
this.
hate.
Yeah, we had
No
this
Thanksgiving.
conversation. Yeah. Yep.
Why do you hate mashed
Alright,
potatoes?
so-
What did they ever do to you?
Yeah.
They murdered
Do
my
you-
family.
Do you like mashed potatoes? No.
Yeah, he's quoting the episode right now.
Yeah.
All right. So for our first topic, this is from Joseph. Joseph
Hello,
asked,
Joseph.
what is the best game console? Now,
Oh no.
I think that we've talked about this
I
a little
think-
bit before.
Oh no.
I have my answer right here, right now. People are gonna hate me for saying this probably,
Oh, no.
but it's does PC count?
Yeah.
Okay, then PC.
I'll say it does. I mean,
I don't like. Okay, the reason why I
That's
say
respectable. I thought
the
you were
reason why
gonna-
I say that it's PC is because you can play PlayStation games on it.
True.
You can play Xbox games on it.
True.
You can play PC games on it.
True.
You can play
was the
any. You
first,
can you
yeah.
can basically play anything on it,
Pretty
and you
much.
can connect any kind of controller to it. So
They have the widest variety of games.
exactly,
Definitely,
you have
definitely.
everything on there. I mean, yeah, it also comes with a cost with a lot more money, but
yeah. Well,
yeah.
yeah. I know what you mean. I still don't have a PC or Steam
Mhm.
or anything like that. It's definitely very.
The only
expensive.
thing that sucks about PC is I'm a big PlayStation exclusive kind of person. I think a lot of them are super good, and it's just so frustrating waiting for a PC port for a PlayStation exclusive, and it always never
Yes.
goes right on launch. There's always a million problems.
Yeah.
and now
yeah.
that's where ROMs come in.
Yeah.
That's,
What's that
that's
again?
Illegal.
You can emulate games.
Oh, that's
yeah, it's
right.
illegal
Yeah.
though.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Everyone does it, man.
Yeah.
There are-
Let's be
most people that have a PC emulate games,
Oh.
and
what's that here? Cop sirens?
real. Yeah.
at this point, is it really that illegal? Because everyone does it, and no one's really gone to jail for it. So like,
True. Well, with that, I'll say PlayStation is the best console.
yeah.
I'm glad, unless Luke surprises us, that we
No,
don't have any
I
Xbox
actually
fans.
I don't really have an opinion on this one because I only really play Switch, so I don't really.
I
don't really
will
have much
say the whole
exposure.
console wars thing is a
It's
little
stupid.
too serious.
I agree.
It is the stupidest
I-
thing ever.
I think it's a fun question because it's like, which console do you prefer?
Yeah,
I don't
yeah.
understand why people take it so personally.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I just like PlayStation because I like the games
Yeah.
they're exclusive.
I do judge consoles based on the games rather than because people are
Yeah.
like, oh, this console has next gen graphics and this kind of hardware, and I'm like, I just want to
And
know what games.
They're
I can play
always Xbox fans are always preaching about well, they
Yeah.
have Game Pass, hundreds and hundreds of games, but it's not it's like a quality over quantity kind
on
of
it. Yeah,
thing.
yeah,
Yeah.
true,
And
true.
I never, I've gone through Game Pass before because I had an Xbox, and their kind of games just aren't for me. I'm a more story based
Yeah.
game
Yeah,
kind of
yeah,
person,
yeah.
single player. I don't
Okay.
really care for online games as much as I do story
Mhm.
games.
Mhm.
So I've just never been a big fan of Xbox. But if
Yeah.
you do, that's fine. I mean,
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
PlayStation is just
I do find that PlayStation is often much more highly regarded.
yeah.
People usually choose PlayStation over Xbox.
It was much harder to. It's still much harder to get a PS5 than it is to get an Xbox
Yeah.
Series S or X.
I mean, part of
so.
it, yeah.
Um,
Yeah, because I have an Xbox X, but I don't have a PS. I never had a play. I've actually.
They're pretty easy to get now.
I had a PlayStation 2 a while ago, but that doesn't count because I was little and didn't know what video games meant.
Yeah, I've also I'm also kind of biased because I grew up more with PlayStation. I did have a 360.
Same.
I had an Xbox One at one point.
Yeah.
Ooh.
And actually, I did play that quite a bit, but that was only Skylanders.
Yeah, but I had the PlayStation 2, the 3, the 4, 5.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I don't think I ever had the first one. But yeah, growing up on those old games, nostalgia right there.
Yeah.
So,
Okay.
wait, so you don't have an opinion on that, or?
No, I mean, because I've only ever played Switch, so I can't formulate in it.
True.
Because I can see like, okay, PlayStation has this stuff, Xbox has this stuff, and I'm just like, I'm like in the neutral ground with my little Switch. That's all I want to do.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't
Fair
really
enough.
care. All right. This next one is actually kind of funny.
Okay.
This is from Vincent.
Hello,
Mr.
Vincent.
Hello.
Ooh.
He wanted us to talk about conspiracy theories.
Really?
Now, this actually happened before we did our
You
thing.
said something about that, I think.
Oh, I did?
I think
or
you
maybe
told
it
me
wasn't
about
then.
it.
I can't remember. But anyway.
What thing?
Oh, I did. His project for his compact. That's
Yeah,
Ah.
interview.
Yeah. So, what about conspiracy theories?
What about them?
Yeah.
Like,
How much do you know about them? Or what are some that you've
Well, this is definitely like a
interesting.
topic potentially
For a
like
whole
that
episode.
could be a whole episode eventually.
That is true. That is true.
But
Eventually.
as of right now, I mean, I need more specifics. Kind of like what about
Yeah.
them really are we?
I don't know.
like-
He just said to talk about conspiracy theories. So,
I
like,
yeah.
so like, think about some of the stuff that we talked about, like the moon landing, because a
Oh,
lot of people
yeah.
think that wasn't real. That
It's
was-
not.
Yeah.
real. It's fake.
Do you actually
It was
believe that?
absolutely fake. There is no wind on the moon. How else do you see the flag?
Well, actually,
Flagging.
I've done a lot of research for this project,
Nope.
and the reason there was there was wind on the flag
You're
is
incorrect.
the pole was actually built so it would shake and actually create wind because they wanted it to be like a big historical like America on the moon kind of thing.
That's what they
so
want
they
you to think.
actually made
That's what they want you to
they
think.
actually programmed the flagpole to shake so it would cause that effect.
That's what the government wants us to think. That's what they all want us to think.
I'm in the middle here.
It's all fake.
Yeah.
It's funny.
Which I thought that was kind of funny that they did that.
I like how, yeah, like, why did they do that? And they're like, this is a good idea. And little did they know it would cause everyone to think it was staged.
Yeah.
I don't
Or
see
maybe it was
I don't
staged.
see anything on the. I don't see any footsteps on the moon when I look up at the moon. Do you? No, they're not
You
there.
have to
But I can.
squint real hard.
But I can see the craters. The big craters.
Another
But I
big
can't see those little footsteps.
Yeah, 'cause
ano-
you're so far away from it.
another big argument is that in the pictures for the moon landing, you can't see any stars, and that's because it's daytime when they did the moon landing. So the light from the sun is blocking
Okay.
out the stars out there.
I was like confused what you're talking about. I'm like, of course there's
And
no.
that's because the stars all disappeared for a brief moment of time when we landed on the moon.
Yes, they all ran away.
I don't
yeah.
think that's. I don't think it's because it's daytime. There would still be stars out there.
Do you see
No,
the
it's
stars
because
right now, Hunter?
where the sun was at, it wasn't like daytime, but where the sun was at, it was shining, so all the light was on the moon, and there was not enough. It wasn't dark enough to see
There's
the
a
stars.
just want to say there's a solar eclipse coming on
That
April
is
8th,
true.
and where we happen to be is just right in the sweet spot to be able to see.
Don't
it.
we get off school for that?
Yes.
It's like just
sir.
an extra day on spring break, I
Yeah.
think.
No,
Actually,
it's not an
pretty
extra day on
good
spring
because
break.
It's not?
I mean,
They
yeah,
remove
it
a
is.
snow day for us. They literally took away a snow day for us just for that.
For that?
Yes.
yeah.
So we have 3
kinda
snow
Well,
days.
it's fine because we can talk about this. Groundhog didn't see a shadow,
Oh,
and just so happens today the weather's really nice.
It's really sunny outside.
interesting.
Always sunny in
That's a conspiracy
Philadelphia.
theory for you.
Yeah.
Is the groundhog telling
Yeah.
the truth?
Well, okay, so I just
Oh yeah, true.
I just had a conversation with Mom about this, and I mean, okay, you're gonna be hearing this for like the 3rd time, I know, Mom, but it's not about you.
It's not about
so,
you.
So my mom said that Punxsutawney Phil is wrong 90% of the time.
I heard he has a 30%, or no, that's Buckeye Chuck. Buckeye Chuck has a
Huh?
30% track record.
Wait. What?
Buckeye Chuck is Ohio's groundhog.
We have names?
Yeah, Punxsutawney Phil
Did
is
not
the.
know they had
Punxsutawney Phil is
names.
the most famous.
I thought they
Yeah.
were just. How do you tell?
The
I don't
difference between the groundhogs?
Yeah, I don't know.
Yes. How do you tell the difference between the?
What I want to know
groundhogs?
is like when one dies, do they just go and
Do they know if
kidnap
it's
another
dead?
one? Do they just go and kidnap another one? Like, what do they-
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that is true.
But I also did hear a story.
They pull him out and he's just like a dead. I
I
didn't see a shadow.
He didn't see a shadow. He can't see anything
Right.
actually.
I heard this story that was kind of horrific actually. I think it was like a governor or something that was running that he at one point ran for president. He was like the senator or governor of New York or something, and he was tasked with holding the groundhog up during the big speech and like saying all this stuff.
Right.
He ended up dropping it and it died.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's sad.
Yeah. So people weren't very happy about
I
that.
can imagine.
Yeah.
Just killed an animal for fun.
It wasn't really
I don't
mean
think
to.
it was on purpose, but
Nah.
he could have been a little
Whoops.
careful.
Whoopsies.
Yeah, I feel like what if the groundhog just did see its shadow, so he was just like, screw you.
Yeah. Come
You've
on.
already
Yeah.
seen the shadow.
but-
Get out
yeah,
of here.
So
Yeah.
back to my point though about the 90% thing.
Yeah.
I told my mom, if he's 90% of the time wrong, shouldn't we take it as the opposite of what he says?
Right.
So like he looks at his shadow, it's like okay, that means wait, what does it mean when he looks at his shadow? That means 6 more weeks of winter.
Well, yeah, because then he runs
Yeah.
back into his hole.
Yeah. So if he looks at his shadow and sees 6 more weeks of winter, but if he's way more wrong than right, shouldn't we take that as meaning early spring?
Yeah.
I think the whole
Probably.
groundhog thing is so stupid. Do we even get a day off of school for it?
was
No.
invented by the Germans.
Okay.
And
Well, I don't know why I'm so educated on all of this, but
Yeah. Why are you?
there's actually records of people using animals to determine the
Mhm.
weather for like 3,000 years.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, like
But
very long time.
groundhogs.
That's interesting.
But groundhogs. Why? And why is there a different one for every state?
I don't know. Does
Yeah.
every state have one?
I don't know. I didn't know he had Buckeye Chuck.
Yeah.
I didn't know you were such a groundhog master.
I learned a
Truly.
lot over this groundhog day.
let's see this. well,
Yeah, look up, see if there's a groundhog in every state.
I'm
I'm sure that.
well, obviously there is. Well, not every state. Some states could not have groundhogs.
like Alaska.
Yeah, probably
yeah,
that, yeah.
probably. Or Antarctica.
Could've
That's
been
not a
I
state.
know.
but
I'm kidding. I was kidding.
a frozen groundhog, maybe.
yeah.
Groundhog popsicle.
Sometimes I actually forget Alaska is a state because it's so freaking huge.
And it's so far up. Texas is big too. What do you mean?
Texas is very big. Yeah, I heard there's some stuff going on in Texas.
Okay. Okay.
Like they.
Great small talk, guy.
No, I swear there actually is.
so I
At
probably
least
six.
8 other states.
Six.
Oh,
That
6.
says 6.
Oh, I
Why
thought
is
that was
Phil
an 8.
wearing a hat?
Oh, we'll look at
That's
him.
not real.
That's Photoshop. Probably.
That's real. What do you mean? That's so real.
See him right. Wait, he'd be right here if you're gonna edit him in.
Maybe.
Now you have to.
He's
That's
so
great.
no.
Yeah.
That's real.
Now
That's a
you-
real hat. What do you mean? It's totally real.
That does not look real.
Listen, I'm the top hat expert here.
True.
I should have. Never mind. No, I
You should
shouldn't.
have. You should have worn your top hat.
Yeah,
bro.
maybe I will. And
Yep.
someday you'll get to see me.
You have one, don't you?
I showed you my top hat.
That's right. That's
No,
right.
you don't. You don't have any top hats.
I
What do you
stole
mean?
it.
Conspiracy theory.
Luke doesn't actually know
Alright,
anything
next
about
one,
hot
next
top
one.
hats.
Oh, next one.
Thank you, Vincent. That was
Yeah.
Think about
that
it.
was a
Can,
good
if you think
topic.
about it, couldn't any top hat or any hat be a top hat?
Nope.
Because it's on top of your
If
head.
a new dollar bill was made, whose face would be on it?
Who's
This comes
this
from my
from?
buddy Nathan.
Nathan.
Me.
You know Nathan. You would be on the dollar
Yes, I would be on the dollar bill.
Interesting.
bill. Oh, okay. Done. Next question. I'm just kidding.
I feel like Kanye West would be a good.
Kanye West. Let's
DJ
talk
Khaled.
about that. Why?
He's ran for president how many times now? He
Yeah.
needs to win.
True.
Doesn't he have
Kanye.
like the birthday party? Isn't that the name of his party?
I think so.
His
I think that's what it
I
is.
don't
The
know.
birthday
I think
party.
it's called the birthday party.
He
Oopsies.
has actually gotten more votes than you'd think too.
Oh,
Yeah.
I can imagine.
Yeah.
It's like when people like put like on the write-in on the ballot, they put like Mickey Mouse or Batman.
Conspiracy
yeah.
theory.
And it's
Why
like
is
the most popular one is like Mickey Mouse. And like one of these days, like what happens if so many people write Mickey Mouse on the ballot that he becomes president? Like what do we
Yes.
do then? Well, he's public domain now.
Yeah.
True.
Ooh.
True.
Mm.
True. This is very
Conspiracy
true.
theory.
False team.
Why is Kanye West want to be president?
I don't know. I think he's just bored.
Yeah, I would be
it
too.
is.
Making so much money from Yeezys and crap like that, I would be.
Yeah.
I would
Yeah.
be too.
From the Yeezys.
And the Yeezys.
Yeah.
And even, like, good-looking shoes,
But
though, so-
seriously, like if we had to choose another president,
Is it, yeah, they're all president. Well, no, because Alexander Hamilton wasn't a president.
which one is he on?
Not fun.
$20 bill.
I don't remember. Don't look at me. I'll look it up.
I don't know what money is.
Hunter's our look it up guy.
Yeah, he you know, it's funny because I've been noticing this because Hunter like always will research everything that we ask about. I actually have a friend like that in most all my friend groups.
Yeah, I think
I told you about this, not on the podcast. That I have like a researcher. So that's your homework.
Our man in the chair.
Yeah, that's your homework. Find the person in your friend group who's the researcher.
Yeah.
Who always looks stuff up for you.
That's an interesting conspiracy theory for you.
Wait.
I was looking at who was on each bill.
I know who we should put on.
So
Bill. It's just some guy.
George,
named
obviously,
Yeah.
you know. Wait, what?
Bill. To a further extent, if we had a new dollar bill, what would its value be?
So George Washington obviously is on the bill, on the normal bill, and then Jefferson is on the $2 bill.
Oh yeah.
Lincoln's on the $5. Hamilton's on the 10.
Oh, him on the
Andrew Jackson's on the 20.
Okay.
Ulysses Grant is on the 50. I know that.
Yeah, Grant is on the 50,
And
and
Benjamin
then
Franklin's on
and
the
Ben Franklin's on the 100. Yeah.
Probably
We
like-
need a $1 million bill.
Okay.
And the person that needs to be on there, who I don't know.
Lady Liberty.
Who's maybe
Oh.
Ooh, yeah.
Like the Statue of
Lady Liberty? Who's
Well,
Wink and
actually, I'm pretty
Extra?
sure she's already on the coin, isn't she? On one of the coins.
No.
yeah,
She's on the back.
or-
She was
yeah,
on the back of it.
is. On one of them, I think.
Oh, maybe
Yeah.
I don't know.
She was
I
on the
don't-
back of something.
You
Was
wanna
it the
say-
penny? It might be the
But
penny.
Penny's Abe Lincoln.
Yeah, but
On the back.
On
Yeah.
the back.
Oh, it's the Lincoln Memorial on the back.
Oh,
Well, I didn't just mean the penny, but like
Yeah, I don't know.
I thought she was on something.
This is
Um,
she's on.
all right.
Bro.
Who's facing with a new dollar bill? And they're
Abraham
like, whose
Lincoln
faces are
is
already
on the
Yeah.
cent. Thomas Jefferson is on the nickel. Franklin Roosevelt is on the dime. George Washington is on the quarter.
On the dime.
JFK is on the $50.
Oh.
We don't have those anymore, though.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
What
And
about
then-
that government? There's a conspiracy
What about
for
that
you.
government?
What about that?
Yeah.
Yep. So the person to be on the new dollar bill is undecided.
Very undecided.
Sorry, Nathan.
Me.
yeah.
Austin.
We need a 3 Media Junkies currency.
Yeah.
It's like Shroot Bucks.
Bitcoin.
It's like Shroot Bucks.
Yeah.
You know how much money we probably actually could make if we sold like our
NFTs.
our digital persons as NFTs.
Speaking of selling stuff.
Let's make
can I advertise
NFTs,
my
guys.
shirt?
You're sure?
What?
Yeah, I mean.
Yeah, whatever.
Wait, are you wearing it?
No. Actually, it's almost here though.
Oh.
So, probably, I think I've talked to a couple of my friends about this, but everybody knows that Taylor Swift Eras Tour.
Oh
design.
God.
Yes.
I told you about this. didn't
I know.
Yeah.
I know.
There's a Luke Gordon version of that coming. It says Luke Gordon, the one and only. My friend and I are printing them. We're gonna sell them. I think the price right now is $15.80.
Why?
And
Hey.
and
Man is the main character.
yeah.
I don't know what
He
that
has his
main
own
character.
shirt.
And it's so
that
funny because
he's selling.
I was like, nobody's gonna want to buy it. It's silly. And then I told everybody about it, and they were like, I have to get one. And I was just
I
like,
wouldn't
oh
buy
yeah,
one.
boost my ego, guys.
Yeah.
Come on.
Luke,
But-
I'm gonna tell you right now and right here, I would not buy one
That's
ever
okay.
in my entire life.
I wouldn't expect you to. That
I
would-
might get
Don't
one
look-
if it looks good.
Don't look
Yeah,
at me like that. I wouldn't expect you to.
Because what's gonna happen is I'm gonna get mine. I'm gonna start advertising it more, and then if you like it, if you really are interested in it, then I'll put you.
How
down
much
for
are you
a
selling
shirt.
it for? I might buy
I
one.
think $15.80 is the price right now.
That's not
but-
terrible. That's what I was thinking.
Okay, that's good. For some reason, I thought people wouldn't want to buy that.
In my head, I was thinking like $15.
Okay. Yeah. So and we're not like making any money off of it because we just have to make back the money that we used to print it. Because this is just about giving people the shirt because it actually
But
it's
now-
just a fun thing.
Now
Everything
you have
about
a
it.
little bit of experience of making shirts
Yes.
in case we ever do.
Yes, this is true now
That's
because
technically stealing because you're stealing Taylor Swift's.
no, we actually made sure it's not copyrighted. The design itself isn't
Ah.
copyrighted. The words "the Eras Tour" is, but it doesn't say the Eras Tour. It says the one and only or the one the only.
But it's just kind of like styled like
Yeah,
it.
it's style. I have the design on my phone right now, actually.
Yeah, maybe I can put it up on the
yeah,
thing too
yeah,
if
I
you
can
want to
send
show
it
it.
to you if you want. I have the. Well, this is the.
That's cool.
I didn't show you this yet.
No.
I forgot. I guess. Yeah,
That's
that's
cool. Send that to the group chat. I'll put it in the.
it. Okay, well, not right now though. We
I'll
got
put the video.
yeah, that's my advertisement.
Yeah.
We were talking about maybe making a like an actual ad for it, like on the channel, on the YouTube channel.
That'd be
like
cool.
making an ad like,
Like
on the
yeah, for the
because,
shirt.
because you got your all your compact and your
Yeah. And we
techie
still need
stuff.
to make the trailer for the
yeah
the
for the
podcast.
podcast itself, which is
Ah.
after the 21st episode.
Yeah.
Or the 22nd, whatever.
22nd.
20 millionth. I don't know.
It's fine. Yeah.
Not 20 million.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I lost track at this point. It's not worth my brain power. Okay.
Yeah.
I like this one a lot. Quinn wants us to talk about creepypastas. Your
Okay,
experience
Quinn.
with them, how you discovered them,
Interesting.
any particular ones that you were interested
So I don't like. I don't have a whole lot of.
in. I'm gonna tell you right now. I believed every single one that I read when I was
Yeah,
little.
same.
Every single one.
Mm,
Until I was much more mature, and I was like,
I'm trying to think
I still
back.
believe them, bro. What do
It's
you
been a
mean?
while. I mean, Jeff the Killer, obviously, that was a big one.
I mean, yeah, that's a very
Ooh.
famous one. Slenderman kind of counts as a creepypasta, right?
I think so.
Definitely,
That's
yeah.
the one that popped up in my head.
The one that scared me the most was Siren Head.
Yeah.
That one terrified me so much. I thought it was, like, and I legitimately thought it was real, and I spent probably a month of my life living in fear of Siren
Just
Head.
don't go to woods, bro.
Yeah.
Just,
Well, I always see him in like cities and stuff too, like walking over.
Yeah, but you'll see him.
I saw him the other
Yeah.
day.
He mostly stays in.
I'm friends with him. I call him.
He would mostly stay in the woods though, because
Yeah.
he would look like a tree. Like if you're not seeing his face, obviously.
Yeah.
Well, he doesn't have a face. It's just like a
Well,
siren.
you know what I
I don't know,
mean.
I just think that noise.
I remember. I watched somebody play. I forget who it was, but I watched somebody play a video game about Siren Head that actually was pretty scary.
Yeah. It's for me. Audio is the most like audio affects me the most out of all the 5 senses. Like
Yeah.
it'll scare me the most. It'll make me the most happy. It's whatever. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The Teletubbies.
The Teletubbies.
Oh yeah, there was a creepypasta about the
Yeah.
Teletubbies.
What was it again? I vaguely
Well, they also made a
remember it.
game too. I don't know if it's the same one.
I can't remember, but yeah, a lot of those kid shows, like there were plenty of SpongeBob ones, where it was like, there are also some really terrible ones. Like there's like a website where you writ creepypastas or something, and there's one terrible one about SpongeBob that I saw that was like, SpongeBob all of a sudden woke up and wanted to murder people, and then he went and murdered all of his friends, and it was just
Yeah.
like, it was
Well,
dumb.
so
Dora.
I remember there was a creepypasta game. I think it was a Mario game, but it was
Oh,
like,
yeah.
you know what I'm talking about? It was like, it's hard to explain.
.exe too.
Sonic one, Sonic.exe.
Maybe that's what I'm thinking of.
Yeah.
That one's very
Sonic.exe.
famous.
Well, there's
Yeah.
I think there's also one for Luigi.
Yeah, yeah.
The Sonic one's the one that I'm thinking of. I think
That one's very famous.
I used to
Yeah.
think he was real.
Yeah, I did too.
I literally went to like a camp. I went to my overnight camp one
Mhm.
time, and somebody told me that it was real. And I'm not gonna lie to you. Before I went to bed, I made sure I looked underneath my bed,
Yeah.
and I had a dream. Like I felt like I was seeing him in front of me in the room.
Yeah.
I heard a noise. I'm like, bro, what is that?
Yeah. I had this fear when I was little of everything, or even like a year or two ago. Before I eventually just got over it. I think FNAF honestly helped me get over my fear of everything,
Okay.
except for mannequins and snakes.
Yeah.
But
There's a
Yeah, I
snake in
didn't
my
have a
boot.
whole lot of experience with
Creepypastas.
creepypastas. I wasn't
Yeah.
a big creepypasta kid. I always did just like when I did like creepypastas, I preferred just like more of like just the text stories kind of.
yeah.
I didn't really care much for like the games and stuff.
It also was like what is a creepypasta? Because like, okay, so for an example, Super Mario Galaxy 2. Have you
Mhm.
ever played this game or seen this game?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you know about the Hell Valley Sky Trees?
Oh yeah.
No.
In a certain level in Super Mario Galaxy 2, you can like angle the camera up and look at this like the skybox or whatever, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And on the skybox, literally, you can just look up and there are these like giant shadowy figures. Not like they don't look huge from
Ooh.
your perspective. When you get really close to them, they actually are. And with
Mm.
like glowing white eyes, and like that's it.
Oh.
There's no explanation for why they're there. They're
Right.
called Hell Valley Sky Trees in the code. And they're just like, there's
Huh.
3 or 4 of them just standing up there looking at you, and there's no explanation, no reason why they should be there, and they're just there.
That's weird.
And that kind of stuff freaks me out.
I will
honestly.
say games like Super Mario Galaxy and specifically Super Mario 64 always give me this weird lonely feeling.
Mhm.
First Mario Galaxy game definitely gave me a lonely feeling.
Yeah, it's like very creepy, lonely
Yeah,
kind of
there's
vibes.
like nothing really happens. It's
Like the world feels
it's
just
very
empty.
ambiguous and like weird.
Yeah.
It's kind of like
If you think about it too
Backrooms
hard.
kind of stuff.
Yeah,
Ooh.
yeah.
Let's talk about that.
The original
Oh,
one,
Backrooms is a creepypasta.
that is true.
That's
And
probably the most
it
famous.
definitely
Yeah.
it popped off so much that it became its own like thing.
It even came with like a
altogether.
bunch of
Yeah.
games. I actually want
many
to play.
games.
I want to play one of them.
And so some of the games of that look like almost like real life.
Yeah.
Some of it's
The
crazy.
graphics are really.
I know. There's
Um,
one that came out was called like Subliminal,
Ooh.
Yeah.
and not Superliminal. It's
Yeah,
called
Subliminal.
Yeah, I've heard of that.
And it looks just like real life. Like
Yeah.
I watched the
Mm.
trailer. At first, I thought it was a movie trailer. And
That's the game where you basically just go into liminal spaces, right?
yeah.
Yeah.
But it was a
Yeah.
What was it? Oh, Ben Drown and all those
Oh,
and
yeah.
all the other ones.
that's a classic.
There was I remember hearing about that, like the Ben Drown one, and
Mhm.
like the kid or it was the person that used to own it died
Yeah,
and was like
yeah.
sucked into the game or something like that.
Well,
The Momo actually killed people.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, that
oh,
one
wait,
was
wait,
that
what?
one.
Remember Momo?
yeah, that one used to pick me out too.
Oh, that one was like was real, as in
Really?
like,
Was it like a serial killer?
not
No.
really. It was,
It just told this kid.
yeah, it was told people it would like interrupt it would actually I think it was interrupted some it was like interrupted some kids program or something
Mhm.
like that and told kids to grab a knife from their kitchen and
Oh.
cut down.
Yeah.
And if
Oh,
they
really?
and they said
Like,
and they
like one of
said
those TV hijacking things?
Yeah.
they said it was like if it hurts or if you see red, that means it's working or something like
Ugh,
that.
that's creepy.
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure from what I remember, there's a story of like a girl that actually went through it and ended up like killing somebody.
Yikes.
over
Yeah.
it.
Yikes.
I think-
So
My friend told me his sister didn't do it, but it happened on his sister's TV or something.
Weird.
Yeah.
Weird,
very
weird.
creepy. All right, what else you got? Thank you
Alright.
for the very scary
Yeah,
conversation.
that kind of gave me chills.
Yeah.
Moving on. Okay, this was my friend Lachlan. What is your
Hello,
favorite
Lachlan.
video game song? Now, this is definitely more geared towards me, obviously. But if you can think of any certain pieces of music,
I got one.
you do?
Yep.
All right. What is it?
So
Also,
I need to make sure I get the name right.
Mine has
Also
changed
gotta
since
check.
I last talked about it in the car, because that one also used to be my favorite game for a long time, but then
Mhm.
a favorite song, and then I changed it.
Let me see if I can find
It's
it here.
it's either Return to Slime or
From Terraria,
yeah,
Okay.
the Queen Slime song. Yeah, you played that for me.
not Queen Slime, Slime Gods.
Oh, okay.
So my favorite soundtrack, or just part of the soundtrack, it's called "That's the Way It Is." It is
Ooh.
from Red Dead Redemption 2.
Ah.
It
Oh.
plays, spoiler alert,
Mhm.
in your final ride back to camp as Arthur, and it just it's the perfect song for that point of the game, because like not only does it play like flashbacks or
Oh,
like people
yeah,
talking
yeah.
and stuff, it's just such an emotional game, and the song just captures
great. I
Arthur
love
as a
that kind of
character
stuff.
perfectly. Like if I had to choose a song that encapsulated Arthur, which is like probably my favorite written antagonist or protagonist of all time,
Mhm.
it would be that song. It's
Wow.
just so good. Maybe I'll play a snippet of it.
Mhm. That's really cool.
It's very good.
I think that's the kind of thing that-
Unshaken is maybe a runner-up too. That's also from Red Dead.
Yeah.
That's a very popular one.
Those songs, do they have
Crash of Worlds
Do
is
they
very
have
good.
lyrics or no?
Yeah, That's the Way It
Oh,
Is.
yeah.
Has lyrics.
Oh, yeah.
Crash of Worlds, Unshaken.
Oh yeah, that one. You played that one for me too. The
Yeah.
one who waits from Cult
Yeah.
of the Lamb.
It's-
I don't know the context behind it.
Yeah, it's basically the guy. It's that guy.
Oh well.
I need to get back into this game.
I will say there's a lot of soundtracks that I really love though. My favorite, if I had to pick
Mhm.
to say an entire soundtrack from a video game that is my
Yeah.
favorite, like soundtrack as a whole, it would be Detroit Become Human
Ooh,
soundtrack.
that's a good one.
It's got so many bangers.
Yeah.
It's just so good. And God of War, specifically the 2018 God of War, that's a very good soundtrack. I love that one.
I was always very particular to the soundtracks that were like more like Cuphead
Right.
and like that kind of thing, that were more
Yeah.
like, I don't know.
Like those are more ingrained in the actual gameplay of
Yes,
it.
definitely.
Which I love that as well. Like level or music-based levels.
Yeah, music-based stuff in
kinda-
games. I mean, music's my favorite. Like music and games go back and forth with me which one I like more.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Listening to music and
What about
that
you,
kind of
Hunter?
thing.
It's either The One Who Waits or Return to Slime.
Mhm.
Either one of those two.
Yeah, so
Okay.
my favorite used to be Your Contract Has Expired from Hat in
Oh,
Time.
yeah.
It's been that way for a long time, but it's since also just been like, I've listened to it in so many years, I've fallen out of it. I gotta find a new one. I haven't
would
decided
say
on a new one yet.
years.
I'm gonna have to
Yeah.
decide. And it's probably gonna happen while I'm playing a game too. It's not gonna be one of those things where I'm like listening to a soundtrack and I'm like, oh, I like the song, new favorite.
Mhm.
It's gonna be something that like affects me emotionally.
Who has this question?
Lachlan.
Lachlan. So far, that was the best question yet.
You
Yeah.
think so?
I like.
I think
That
Copy
guy?
Pasta's one that was.
I like that
Or
one.
not Copy Pastas.
Not to belittle
Creepy
anybody
Pastas.
else. All of them have been very good so far.
Yeah.
Very
Okay, let's ask the
creative
question that
questions.
Hunter's Nani asked. Me and
My
Hunter, we were at a hockey
grandmother.
game.
Yes.
And why don't we ask this on the
Hello,
podcast?
Nani.
This one is definitely very
This one is not gonna have much Austin input.
yes it will.
Hello.
Or wait, what was the question?
I haven't asked the question yet.
Oh,
He's
I
asked
thought
it.
you said it was about hockey.
No, it's
No,
not
no,
about
no,
hockey.
no.
Okay.
On our way to hockey.
I don't know how she came up with this question.
Okay.
If she read it somewhere, but it's very interesting.
I think she's asked me this before.
Would you rather be a dragon or have a dragon?
Oh yeah.
See, it's a stumper.
Well,
so the advantages to having a dragon, I feel like, are a lot better than being one
don't know.
because you still get to be a human, but you also still get to fly.
True.
So the only thing I'm worried about is like what if the dragon turns on you?
That is the thing. If you are the dragon, that won't happen.
Yeah.
But then you also wouldn't get to be a person. So is this saying that you're reborn as a dragon, or that you just become a dragon and you lose all of your like relationships?
Right. Like
Is
what
this like a Tears of the Kingdom situation? Spoilers alert, by the way.
Wait, what?
Dang it.
Was that a spoiler?
I haven't finished Tears of the Kingdom.
What? You become a
No,
dragon?
no. Link does.
Oh, yeah, she is a dragon. I forgot about that.
Oh well, then you just spoiled the entire thing. I wasn't gonna say that.
I didn't say who.
True.
I just said
true.
she.
Yeah. Who
You can take that as anyone in the game.
Yeah.
It's been out forever. It's been out for so many months now.
Yeah.
Zelda turns into a dragon.
What?
And
Oh.
No
you see
way.
her flying around through the whole game, and you don't know it's her until you unlock the final memory and see that she turned herself into a dragon, and that's been her the whole time.
Wow.
That's
pretty
And
crazy.
at the end of the game, Ganondorf becomes a dragon, and you have to fight him in the final battle, riding on Zelda Dragon, and it's like, oh, it's so good. Anyway,
What?
Yeah.
that game is really good.
Interesting.
Anyway, back to the whole being a dragon thing.
I think I would rather own a dragon. Because the
Another-
bond between me and my dragon is going to
Yeah.
be something else.
You know what?
We're going to
Yeah.
be brothers.
I agree. Yeah, I think
I'd
so
rather
too.
be a dragon. You ain't got much poop you gotta clean up.
True. I guess.
Well, it would still exist if you were the dragon.
But you wouldn't have to.
You wouldn't have to
be
clean it up.
responsible for it.
Now, if you were to be a dragon, let's say that you were just becoming the dragon right now,
Mm-hmm.
you would just like destroy whatever building you're in. It probably would kill people.
Oh no.
Well,
Ah.
that-
Trolley problems, guys.
Yeah. That's just the thing, though. It's like there's so many more questions to this that you have to ask. Like, do I get to choose when I become it? Like, can I, make sure I don't kill people when it
Yeah.
happens? It's just like
Should
all
have specified.
would you rather questions just have like a bunch of other circumstances
Yeah,
that need to be
true.
considered to it.
Yeah.
But personally, with the question we were given, I would rather have a dragon.
Have a dragon. I
Because
probably would too.
I also feel like, sure, it'd be cool. Like everybody would be like, "Holy crap, it's a dragon!"
Yeah.
But you would be
Ooh.
even cooler if you're a person that tamed a
Yeah.
dragon.
Well-
And you'd be like the talk of the town.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Until they try to kill your dragon.
Oh yeah.
Well, then me and my dragon are going to town. We're
Yeah.
burning
Breathing
everything.
fire and all that. Yeah.
Or maybe ice. Maybe it's a different kind of dragon.
Yeah, everyone goes, I want a dragon, and they talk about how it breathes fire. Do you know there's different types of dragons, right?
Yeah.
Mine would breathe electricity, like electrocute people.
That's pretty cool.
That electrocute
Now-
people?
now the question
Dang,
is, the
Luke.
question is how to train your dragon.
I think they made an entire franchise of movies about
What?
this.
They're making another one, I'm pretty sure, too.
They are.
Are they really? Welcome back. Austin plugged in
Yes.
his laptop, then promptly unplugged it. Realizing
Yes.
that it made a loud buzzing noise in our ears.
Yeah.
No, it's
so,
not sounding good.
No.
All right. Thank you for the dragon question. That was a good one.
Yeah, it was a good
I
one.
like that. What else do we got?
If you had to live in one fictional world, which one would you live in? This comes from
this
Caleb.
is a question.
Caleb, my brother. He asked us.
Thank you, Caleb.
Yeah.
This is a very popular question as well, I think.
Uh-huh. No,
'cause
I have another question I would like to ask along the same lines after we're done with this one. But this is a good thinker.
we see the problem with me in the fictional worlds I like them typically because of how harsh they are.
Yeah.
It's not typically a slice of life kind of thing where I would actually want to live there.
Exactly. Right. Right.
So
Yeah, but I feel like most fictional worlds are like.
most of them are
worse
pretty
than-
brutal. Yeah.
Yeah.
But if I had to choose in terms of what would be the best for me,
This is actually really difficult.
Yeah, this is a hard
very
question.
difficult.
Because most people would say Pokemon. but-
I would live in Mandela County. I would live in the Mandela catalog, and it just wouldn't go to Mandela County.
True,
And then we
yeah.
wouldn't have to
That's
worry about
basically.
the alternates.
But then you would just be in basically what we're in now.
Yeah.
That's lame.
That's
kinda
boring
lame.
and lame.
I mean, I
Most-
understand, but like, why would you
Yeah,
even want that
that's
to
true.
exist?
I'm gonna
There's gotta be
say-
something better, like
gonna
Phineas
say-
and Ferb. Sorry.
Beat you. I'm gonna say an answer that most people actually. I'm gonna say the answer to this, but it's not like my actual answer. Pokemon probably be one of the worst ones you can live in.
Mhm.
Sure, you get to have like a Pokemon, but there's also just a whole bunch of crap happening in Pokemon. Like I'm telling you right now, there is legitimate terrorism in Pokemon.
Whoa.
I mean, there's terrorism in the real world too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. I mean,
True,
like,
true.
but there is a guy. There was literally a guy in one of the games that was just trying to destroy the entire world. because he felt like it.
Wow, I have never heard a villain try to do that.
Yeah.
And also one that wanted to expand all of landmass for humans, which would kill us too because of no more water. And then also, there's also one that was trying to kill all humans with a legendary Pokemon. And also, there's Pokemon that, if you upset them, they could just destroy the entire universe like that.
Okay, so don't live in that world.
Don't live in Pokemon. I hear anyone say they want to live in they want to live in the world of Pokemon, you're wrong, because that
And
is
dead.
a very and dead.
Very dead.
I would say Red Dead, but then that basically just means I would live 100 years ago because that's when it was.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, that's when the events of that
A-
game
100
happened,
years
and then they
ago.
just made it into a game.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
events of real
So
life.
it actually happened.
Yeah.
Um.
Just like FNAF 3 happened last year.
Yeah.
I kept talking about that with my friends. In
Wait.
2023, this is when FNAF 3
That's right.
happened.
That's right. I forgot about that.
Yeah.
I like how back when it was made, it was like, well, this year's really
I
futuristic.
know, yeah.
We'll go with that one, and now it's actually here. And it's-
Yeah, it's like.
And it's
whatever.
like, okay.
Yeah, like the book 1984, what your Big Brother is always watching, talking about that, and now it's like it wasn't like that.
You don't know that.
This is true. I wasn't alive in 1984. Everyone could just be. Big Brother could be telling everyone to lie about.
Yeah,
1984.
exactly.
True.
You don't know anything about Big Brother watching.
I don't know if there's a fictional world I'd want to live in.
No.
There isn't
I
any.
like.
They all suck.
Well, also.
America's the best world.
I don't know.
Okay. Well,
You know America's not a world, right? That is a country.
I also
Technically,
just,
it's a
Mr.
state.
Antarctica.
it's also like I enjoy these fictional worlds because I'm not in them.
Yeah.
So it's
Yeah.
like I would rather just live in this world where I get to enjoy all of them.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, because like if you go to the world of Mario, you couldn't.
It's
like,
not going to be as special either.
Yeah, you couldn't
anymore.
do the world of Red Dead Redemption. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think if you lived in the world of Mario, you'd be fine. Honestly.
I
It
just
depends on
wish.
what you
I
want.
just wish it was like Wreck-It Ralph for like all the games or like
That would be
Hub
cool.
World.
That would be cool. Yeah.
Because like, what really happens in Mario? If you're not Mario or anyone major, nothing really happens to you.
If you're a Goomba, you get squashed.
A million.
Well,
times.
yeah. I said no one major. Goombas are pretty
You
major.
think Goombas are major?
Yeah.
No,
Okay,
that's
no,
what
okay,
he's
I mean,
not
like-
saying.
Oh wait.
No,
what?
I'm
He's saying
meaning
the
like
opposite. Of that.
Oh.
I'm meaning like that they're in the game. Like they're not like they're in the games more. Like they're in the games is what I mean by major.
Oh, by major. So
I think
what
they're
would
pretty
a minor
major.
character be in Mario?
No one, just not being in the game.
Every character is important.
Not every character. That's not true.
Help.
This is the worst conversation I've ever had to listen to. Next question, please.
Yeah.
I mean, you're the host though, so if not,
This isn't a question.
it's-
This is a topic. I don't know. I don't know how this one's gonna go.
Okay.
They just said they wanted us to talk about birds,
What?
and it's anonymous.
I think
Birds.
birds.
It's anonymous.
Yeah, they didn't want us. They don't want their name to be
Birds
revealed,
are
so, alright.
Oh,
Stupid.
birds.
Yeah.
I'm kidding.
What about
Pigeons. Pigeons
They're
are
pretty cool. Pigeons are robots that the government
Shut up.
invented.
No, they're
That's
not.
a conspiracy theory.
Shut up. They're
Yeah,
cute.
yeah.
Pigeons are adorable. Shut
they're-
up.
They're
Like this.
robots.
I want to pet one. I want to pick it up, hold it in my hand, and pet it.
Austin's like,
Yeah. Birds though, believe it or not, it died, but I did have an African gray as a pet.
Oh,
is that a good bird?
It's a parrot.
have you?
It's
it
a
talk?
big parrot. It can talk. Yeah.
Did it say
Have
anything?
you?
It
yes.
sweared a lot.
Oh.
Ah, yes. I love parrots.
Yes.
Welcome back, Media Junkies.
He's very funny, but I was also terrified of him because he
Swore a
bite.
lot.
No,
Oh, you
because he swore a lot.
He
Yeah.
swore every 5 seconds. You're just sleeping. He goes.
Yeah. But he liked to bite a lot, so I wasn't a big
Yeah.
fan of him.
Have you-
But
I wasn't the biggest fan
Yeah.
of
Have you
mine.
guys actually ever seen a pigeon in person? I'm like telling you right now.
I don't know actually.
I
Have I seen a pigeon?
I don't know. They're
I
a
don't know if
little.
I've ever met a pigeon before.
I feel like geese are the equivalent to our
N-
pigeons.
No,
because
no. Do not
Whoa.
say that.
You don't like geese.
Pigeons are amazing. Okay.
Okay.
I guess.
I went to New York, for my 16th birthday, right?
Whoa,
And oh my
okay.
god, they were so cool and they were so adorable. I just wanted to
You
pick them up.
wanted to go to New York for your
Yeah.
16th birthday? What was there?
Don't people call pigeons rats with wings?
Yeah.
Well, they're stupid because
Well, probably because they carry probably just as many.
they
diseases.
probably
Yeah,
carry a whole
probably,
bunch of
yeah,
diseases.
yeah, it's
But you
just-
know what?
It's
So do you. You
Good
probably do
point.
also.
good point.
You know, got me there.
So,
Um,
what's your favorite kind of bird, everybody?
Pigeons.
why would you even ask that?
What about
I
you?
like
Parrots.
Parrots, because they talk. And they're
What
silly.
specific kind of parrot?
Yeah, there's a whole bunch of different parrots. Come on, buddy. Pick one.
I don't know. I'm not that knowledgeable.
I
about
like the
birds.
red. I like the red ones.
Yeah.
African greys are my favorite. I'll show you a picture, Luke. Because
You know, in
there's
Phoenix Rat, I cross-examined a parrot.
yeah, not just because I had one that is my favorite.
Not because I had one or anything like that, but they're my favorite.
They're just cute little boys.
Oh, they are pretty
Aw.
cute. Yeah.
Look at this one.
Aw. Whoa, did you see
I
that
know,
pretty shimmer?
he lit up. They're they're very smart too. They live
Yeah.
a long time, except for mine that died
Obviously.
naturally.
Obviously,
He kept swearing.
Yeah.
you know what they say.
But
Swears kill ya.
there's also
Do they say that?
No.
if you teach it to him, I guess. But
Yeah.
there's this parrot on TikTok. He's an African gray, and the videos are always him like identifying objects and like what they're
Oh.
made
yeah.
of.
I know what you're
You
talking
know,
about.
he'll be like,
Paper.
"This is glass," or he won't say it like that. He'll be like,
What is this made of?
glass.
What is this made of? Glass.
Yeah.
What is this made of?
And sometimes
Paper.
they taught him to say Shrek sometimes. So they'll hold something up and they'll be like, "What is
Shrek.
this?" And he's like, "Shrek."
I love that. I love
That's
that.
funny.
And he bites on it like a whole bunch of times. And he goes, glass.
Yeah. He always
That's cute.
pronounces glass like glask. It's so funny. I don't
Glass.
That is cute.
I forget what his name is, but you guys gotta find it.
Yeah,
and
I'm
watch.
gonna-
Yeah,
Some research.
I've seen him a couple of times. It's fun. He's
Yeah.
great.
Yeah.
Is that our last
Paper.
question?
I saw a cockatoo like.
The
Oh,
white.
those are awesome too.
I think those are the white
I saw a video
birds.
where a guy was playing the piano. And
Oh,
the
yeah.
was like,
Yeah, yeah.
he just-
Those ones like to swear a lot.
Yeah.
So I saw
Especially
one.
in
I don't know
Rio.
if you guys have seen the viral clip of the dude like destroying the cockatiel's cage, and he's like up on the perch and he's like going crazy and swearing and like
Oh, really?
calling them out.
Oh,
It's
yeah,
so
yeah.
funny. He's like,
I haven't seen this.
it's so
Have
great.
you seen the I don't know if it's a cockatiel or if it's I don't remember exactly which one it is, but it's the one that goes what the, and then you start swearing. It goes what the, and it just keeps
Yeah.
moving its head down. What the fuck?
Yeah,
That's
yeah. They
so
always
weird.
swear a lot. I don't,
Yeah.
But cockatiels, African greys, them-
Cockatiel or cockatoo?
It's cockatiels.
Cockatoo.
It's cockatiels.
No, cockatiel.
Oh wait, is it cockatoo? I don't know.
Cockatiel?
I'm in the.
You sound like one.
Or yeah, these are him.
These are him?
Or wait, this is not the bird I was thinking of. This is what you're thinking of?
No, no.
They're
Cockatoo.
the
Look up
birds.
cockatoo.
Cockatoo. That doesn't sound right.
It's the bird from Rio, the bad guy in Rio.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, yeah.
Cockatoos.
Yeah.
I was thinking of the wrong bird.
Oh yeah, I guess we are
So
talking.
that whole conversation meant nothing.
Pretty much. Well, no, that was
Or
the
did
bird. The cockatoo was the bird from the video I was talking about.
Okay.
I think that's the same one. I just thought they were called cockatiels.
Cockatiels look
Because
very
there's
similar.
yeah, because there's two ones that start out with caca. Cut that out. Cut that out. Cut that out. Cut that out. Cut that out.
Cut that out. I like where your head went, but you were like, caca.
Caca.
All right.
Which means, like, trash in Spanish.
Was that our last question? Do we have more?
Well, there's one more, but we don't have to do it.
I want to do it
No,
though.
you don't.
Come
I
on.
want to do it.
Let's read it. Let
Let's
me
do
read
it.
it. Let me read it.
Let's do it.
Let us read it, and then we'll decide.
Let's do it.
Okay.
We were here for all the questions.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
let me-
Yes. Lobsters. Lobsters. Lobsters.
You sure you want to do it?
Will you stop moving your phone? I can't hear
For doing it.
you. Just talking about lobsters.
Lobsters.
Well,
My
Um,
Spanish class believes that lobsters can't feel pain.
They can. I don't care what anybody says right now. You physically can watch videos of lobsters feeling pain. They may not have the same pain receptors we do, but they definitely feel pain.
Okay.
Have you seen them? Like if you stab it in the head and you cut down, you can watch their
Take
tail
that.
going.
Take that Spanish class.
and I've seen people boil them alive for some reason.
Yeah, well, that's how they always cook lobsters.
That's
And,
very
like,
sad.
You ever go to like the Giant Eagle or Acme and they'll just have like them in a cage for you to look at them before
Yeah.
they get boiled
Mhm.
alive?
Mhm.
Oh, they
Why?
used to. They used to.
Yeah.
They don't
No,
have them in the,
because,
they don't have them in the
because
water anymore.
some people actually, the reason they do that is some people like to pick out the lobster.
Yeah.
They're like,
Yeah.
I want this one.
Oh, well,
I'm
Red
dead
Lobster.
serious.
Red Lobster, they do that, but at Giant Eagle, they don't show it anymore, or they don't show the lobsters anymore.
Yeah.
I used to
Yeah.
go there and just watch the lobsters.
They used to
just like-
stink like
Yeah.
so much.
I didn't care.
Like I
I-
could smell them.
Oh,
I literally would
remember
walk
that
up
too.
to them.
Wait,
with my
why
grandma.
did they stop showing the lobsters?
I
know.
don't remember.
Did they realize they were naked or something?
No.
Yeah, that's why.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I was actually. This reminded me of something that I forgot that I was gonna add in small talk. Is I wanted to do a lobster fact of the week
Oh.
to keep them going.
Yay! Yay!
So let's do a lobster fact
so I
of
was
the week.
tentative to say the thing about lobsters is because you said we need to keep lobsters light. We need to not talk about them too much. But then you're like, okay, lobster fact of the week.
You know, they're a part of this podcast.
Yeah,
They're now a
they're
part of
basically
the
the
podcast.
fourth media junkie.
Yeah. So here's a cool one that I just found. Lobsters have teeth in their stomachs.
Oh yeah.
The
Oh yeah.
The lobster's voice is a crackly noise some people compare to violins. It's a myth that lobsters scream when you put them in hot water. They have no lungs and no vocal cords.
Yeah.
A 1 pound
Wait,
lobster
wait.
should be cooked for about 15 minutes.
Why are lobsters so weird?
I
So-
don't
Why do they have so many things that are weird?
Because
about
they're
them?
amazing creatures. Okay. So the
I
reason
have
why
no clue.
I don't like things is because things will tell you they cannot feel pain, and then they will say they do feel pain.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
No one can agree on lobsters. They're just this like.
Here's a good question.
'Cause-
How big can lobsters get?
Because there is no conclusive evidence at whether lobsters can feel pain.
How big can lobsters get? It's up to 4 feet long. But as we've figured out, with if they were to not die of disease or whatever, any
Cell
of that
disease.
stuff, they could just keep growing.
I'm sure they probably could.
I'm sure they
they're
probably
probably
could. I'm sure they have it. in them.
Eventually, through this podcast, we're going to make a big scientific discovery, and we're going to become millionaires off of
And
it.
the
One of our episodes, we're gonna be performing surgery on a lobster.
No, we're not. We're not doing anything to a lobster.
We need to get a podcast pet, and it's going to be a lobster.
Yeah.
If the lobster dies on its own accord, I will do that. We can do that. But if it is not dying on its
It's
own
not gonna
accord,
die. We've been through this. The lobster can't die.
Now that we have video, we'll just have a tank with a lobster in it.
Yeah, just like.
yeah, we're just gonna lug it over here every single time we record.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
and just sit in front of the camera.
Are we gonna co-parent it?
Yeah.
I get it 1 week, he gets it 1 week, you get it one
You
week.
get Tuesdays and Wednesdays.
Yeah,
I get
yeah,
Thursday,
yeah.
Fridays.
Why don't we just get it for a week? That's so like we would have to like change it every single day. It'd be not
Yeah,
fun.
well-
Just do it every week.
You know what? We need to do research on. We need to figure out what makes these things tick. Because to me, it seems like they're just immortal gods. Like there's got to be some
yeah.
weakness.
I wish they were immortal.
It's like lobsters, cockroaches. Those are like the things like if you nuke the world,
Screw
they're still gonna
cockroaches.
survive. You know.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
I don't know about lobsters. I know cockroaches. They say
Yeah.
can survive pretty much anything.
The blast. People think that they can survive the blast are stupid.
What, cockroaches?
Yeah.
Well, it's been like scientifically
that is
proven they
true,
can.
like- no,
Like not
nukes
the
and-
blast itself.
Oh,
like
no.
the
If it-
after
if it
effects.
explodes and it's the after effects.
Yeah.
Yeah, they can survive the after effects.
Yeah, but
That's
like,
why in the
if they get hit
Fallout.
head on with a nuke,
That's
they're
why
gonna
in
die.
Fallout there's always like the big cockroach.
Rad roaches.
Yeah.
Rad roaches. That's what they're
Yeah.
called.
Yeah.
They're very rad.
They're not really rad, to be honest with you. They're terrifying.
Yeah.
No,
You've
not
seen
rad,
those one
though.
on like the walls when you're like
I haven't played
Lobsters.
Fallout. Yeah, lobsters are very rad.
lobster.
Lobster.
It's lobber.
It's a lobber.
I also say lobster. I've said lobster for a while. Lobster.
Takes everything so seriously about lobster.
Because they're a
They need to be taken very seriously.
they are taken.
Were you
very
this
seriously.
passionate about this before we started this podcast?
No.
I was.
We never talked about it, or you said
Because I've been
we,
friends
or
with you for Hunter.
Oh,
Because I've
Hunter.
Oh
been
yeah,
friends-
no, I always have
Because I've
been.
been friends with you for so long, and I never once heard you talk about lobsters.
Yeah, because I never had a time to talk about lobsters.
There's so much to talk about.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Excuse me.
there was so much time. There was so much to talk about, but there was never like any time to
Well,
talk.
we're
so
about.
much to
officially
say
doing a
something
lobster
about
fact of the week.
Yeah, that's fun. I like
Do
that.
we all get to pick one? Like
No,
I feel
all
like
choose one.
It
I feel
can't
like-
be that interesting. There
I
can't
feel
be
like
so
Hunter
many.
should do the lobster fact of the week.
Okay.
That's
Oh
your
yeah,
job.
that's his.
Because
his,
you brought it up. That's
Yeah.
your job to do lobster fact of the week.
right.
Lobsters.
Yeah, and it's easy to look up if you
Mm.
forget to do it. So, anything else we got? Did we get through
Nope.
all of Luke's
Yeah, that was all of
Mish-Mash?
them.
All of his
that
mashed
lobster
potatoes.
was recommended by my Spanish class because we
Yeah,
got
I
in a whole
saw.
argument about lobsters.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was like pretty crazy. We didn't get any Spanish done that day.
Remember, it's not conclusive evidence that they feel pain. So, or cannot feel pain. So they can feel pain, but they also could not feel pain.
True. Very
We'll
true.
never know because we don't have the same nervous systems.
There's a conspiracy theory. For
There
me.
is one here. Lobster in Spanish.
Langosta.
Langosta.
I forgot we had headphones on for a second, so I went
Yeah.
to go.
Yeah.
That, I'm like,
Langosta.
Me gusta.
Legosta.
That sounds more Russian
Yeah,
than.
or-
Legosta.
yeah.
Yeah.
Hmm.
So,
No, that was Luke's Mish-Mash Extravaganza. Hope you
Yeah.
all enjoyed our.
That was.
thank you
fun.
everybody that
Yes.
submitted.
Thank you everybody. For
Thank you, everyone.
and watching.
Yes, and
Yes, and
people that are watching. Listeners, though, we do not forget about you. Our episodes are going to accommodate for both audiences. We
Yes.
promise.
We promise.
And not every episode is going to have video either.
Exactly.
That's a good
Because
point.
if you want to do another like Super Junkies thing, obviously we're not going to show that because my limbs work.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I'm skinny.
Yeah.
as
Do
hell.
they?
Like
So-
there will be obviously if we're feeling very low energy a certain day or something,
Yeah.
we can always opt out and do just an audio.
Yeah, that
episode.
is true.
That'll
not-
make video
Yeah,
episodes more special.
yeah it really will.
We could make sure your arms don't work.
I
It's not difficult, honestly.
don't know why I got scared like you're just threatening me.
I mean,
could-
I'd be pretty scared.
I could
If
make
just
it
cut
work.
off my arm, you'd be like,
No,
Yeah.
not cut off your arm.
Well, no, I'm
That
helping.
doesn't count.
oh, what?
Why would I cut off
There
your
is an
arm?
on either side of
No,
me.
I just said not to make them work. Not to remove them.
That is what he
completely.
said.
Yeah.
Get a sledgehammer. Just
Well, Austin, your chair hit mine and just.
we're all gonna die now, all because of you.
Yeah.
Yes.
Ooh.
Yes.
Okay. On the count of three, we're gonna sign off because I don't have
Okay.
anything else to say.
Yeah, me neither.
All right.
Like, to 1 or to 3? Because you say on the count of 3, and I don't know what you're saying. I don't know what you mean.
I'm
by
gonna
that.
start with 3.
Okay, and go to 1. Okay.
Okay, yeah, that's what I'm gonna
See you guys next time.
do. Yeah.
See? We're in your
3,
walls.
2, 1.
Peace out, Media Junkies.